The last 12 months, whoa, what a roller coaster ride for Michael Johns. The boy from WA made it to the top 10 of American Idol. He was invited to Ellen DeGeneres' 50th birthday party and the White House. Oh, he's friends with Demi Moore, Nicole Kidman, Rupert Murdoch. And he's back home after wrapping up a 56-city concert sellout tour. He joins me. Michael, welcome back. It's great to see you.
Thanks very much for having me. It's nice to be home for a bit.
It's great. And you're talking to us with your mum last time, so it's nice to sort of just have you with us. Now, we were talking last time. You were off to sing at Ellen's 50th. Tell us more.
Yeah, that was an amazing... you gave me the gift bag to maybe give her and everything, but I couldn't smuggle it in, I'm sorry.
Oh, you didn't give her the KAK bag.
But yeah, it was amazing. I mean, that was another time that I was just standing there and it was everyone from Mariah Carey to Pink to, like, you know, Tom Hanks and everyone, and it's just, you're sitting back there having a drink with your wife and everything, and all of a sudden, yeah, and all of a sudden I go, oh my God, there's Rita Wilson and Tom Hanks, you know, and
wow.
All of a sudden they come walking over. And
so where was the party? And who's this, walk us through there? Oh, there's Pink.
Yep.
And Ellen and...
Oh, I forgot to get you that other photo. Yeah, I forgot to get the photo. Yeah, there's Pink and Tom and Rita. And Rita just can't be any nicer, and Tom was so nice, and we hung out.
And where was the party?
It was actually on the Warner Brothers lot. She'd actually shut down, like, New York Street or something, and she had this huge carnival with Ferris wheels and then gambling and then all this kind of, like, mysticism stuff. It was really cool. So
all these stars of Hollywood are there, but you see, you're the star they wanted to talk to.
Oh, at that point in time, yeah. I mean, they still want to come up and tell you, because it was right just before the show had finished, and it was right when... I think the wounds were still fresh. They were like, Rita came up and she goes, "You were robbed. I cannot."
This is Tom Hanks's wife.
Yeah, this is, yeah.
She says what?
Yeah, she's like, "You were robbed, and I'm still angry about this." We stopped watching, and then Tom moseyed on over, and same deal. He's like, "Hey, great job on the show, young man." And we ended up walking out of the party at the very end of the night together. It was like we just became mates. I don't know, and we email and stuff. It's weird.
Wow.
It's very strange.
So, and he adores what you do, and so does Rita.
Yeah, I mean, that's another big thing. Like, Tom gave me some advice. He says, "Look, you're looking around here a bit like deer in the headlights still and everything." He goes, "You're in the club. Just figure out how to stay here now." So I think that was like a real humbling thing. It was just like, okay, your foot's in the door now. Figure out the next step, you know. So it's cool.
So how do you do that? You just, as I mentioned, it was a huge Idol tour around America. How do you do that?
You know, it's been great. The Idol tour just finished last Monday. So, and I've been in the studio. And the thing is, you can't just rest on your laurels. Like some of the other contestants, I mean, haven't even started their record yet. I'm almost finished with mine. You know, so there's going to be a new batch next year. So I don't want to be like coming out with a new record in October of 2009. I'd rather have it in February of 2009 and get ready with it. And,
now, on the tour, what's this nickname, Papa John's?
Papa John's. Well, it's actually a pizza brand over there.
Yeah.
But I thought, you look, I'm the oldest man in the competition. So instead of the little kids giving me a nickname and talking behind my back, I might as well just call myself Papa John's. So. At 29, I was the old guy, and there was like a 16-year-old and a 17-year-old, so... Yeah.
Being on tour must be a phenomenal experience. I mean, the fans, you hear about the massive entourage that follows you, but there are some stranger than strange people when you meet them on the road?
Yeah, just slightly. I mean, we used to have about a couple of thousand kids and mums and different things like this, like around the buses waiting for autographs, and they wait there for hours and upon hours, and so you go out there and go down the line, and, you know, you meet some pretty interesting folk. You know, that's for sure.
Tell me the tattoo story.
Yeah, I mean, people always ask me what's the weirdest thing, and I think, you know, there's weird everywhere you go, but like when people like get your name tattooed on their body or your initials, or there was one lady, and God bless her, I love it a bit, and with the internet now, I know she'll be watching, but she got like a sand groper tattooed on her shoulder.
This is an American woman?
American woman found out like what they call West Australians, and got a tattoo of a bug put on her. And then I signed that, and then next time I saw her, she had the tattoo of my signature above it, right? And then the other shoulder, the next time I saw her, she had a bad word written on it, you know. And I was like, "You can't write that." And she goes, "Oh, but no one in America would know what that means." You know
their translations are a little different.
Yes, and it's, you know, and I was just, it just blows me away sometimes, you know. But they're fanatical.
So, you know, with mixing, now that you are in the club, and you get that great advice from Tom, but other advice from other people in that elite set?
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, just put your head down and work, and strike while the iron's hot. I mean, that's the biggest thing, and you never know what tomorrow can bring. So I'll just been in the studio writing away and getting songs submitted from amazing producers and songwriters. And
because you're doing your album independently, you know, I know you've had some tough experiences with previous labels.
Yeah, I mean, I've been signed twice to a major and once to an indie. But this time around, with the exposure you get from Idol and everything else, I mean, you can, you don't need necessarily the marketing machine behind you, you know? So we've got a fan base, and we're doing it ourselves. We've got some investors, and then we're going to do a distribution deal through a major, and obviously a deal in Australia and maybe in Japan as well.
So the next 12 months, you're going to sing for us in a little while.
Yeah.
But, OK, the next Strike While the Iron Hot, what's the most important thing for Michael Johns?
I mean, getting the single out, you know, and the cool thing is that I get to stay in the press a little bit because we've got appearances we're making, and I'm doing a thing for Rupert Murdoch's, a lifetime honouring thing with Rupert Murdoch, and this huge party in New York, and things like that will keep you in the press, as well as, you know, getting the single out there in November, hopefully, and then the album out in February.
You've done a cool name-dropping thing today. It's
Really?
been very good.
Well, you come back to Australia and they want to know these things, and it's like,
it is, eh?
I've gotten good at that because I would never talk about it normally.
And Nicole's invited you to the Australia premiere in LA?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Yeah,
Wow.
it was supposed to be November 4th, and I think it's going to be here on the 22nd, so whenever it is in LA.
Yeah. Well done.
So,
we are very proud of you. Can't wait for you to sing for us. I know you're going home to see your mum in Perth, and it's all going to be fabulous. But it's great to have you with us mornings. Michael is going to sing for us shortly, but fairly soon we've got an update from the newsroom.